Good morning, boys and girls. I hope you had a great evening. We're in a different room in Miss Underwood's house today. I wanted to give you a different tour. This is Miss Underwood's bedroom, and I saw the sign last night, and I thought, that sign is never more appropriate for right now. And some of you can't read cursive, but it says, I love you today, yesterday, and every tomorrow. And that is exactly how I feel about my boys and girls in my class. Miss Underwood told you that we are studying families right now in our classroom, and families are not always by blood. Sometimes families are who we choose, and I choose you as part of my family at school. So we've already talked that you're part of my Underwood school family, so I'm giving you a great big virtual hug this morning, and I hope that you are having a great time. Now remember, we talked yesterday about being enough, and then we read a fun nighttime story about unicorns. Well, today I picked a very special story, and I picked something that you can do when it's over. So I think you're going to have a lot of fun today with this story. This is over. I'm going to give you a special assignment that you can do today, and then your mom, dad, or whatever grown up you're with during the day, because I know some moms and dads have to work, whatever grown up you're with can post a picture on Miss Underwood's Facebook feed, and I can see your assignment, and then I will be able to give you a great big virtual hug or a like or a heart on your assignment, just like I gave you a sticker. Won't that be so cool? Anyway, but let's get to reading, because you know that's my favorite thing to do. If I Built a Car, and the author is Chris Van Dusen, and doesn't have a different illustrator, so my assumption is he also illustrated. This man must be very talented. If I Built a Car. Ooh, look at all those drawings. Those are sketches. Jack from the back seat. Here, I'm going to turn it so you can see the picture while I read, because there's no words on this one. Jack from the back seat said to his dad, "This car's okay. This car's not bad, but it's just a car. Nothing great, nothing grand. It's nothing at all like the car I have planned." Were there rhyming words? I'll work through the night to create a design, constantly analyze, tweak, and refine. I'll study jet rockets and look at old planes, contemplate buses and zeppelins and trains. Zeppelins, in case you don't know that, is this right here. It's kind of like an air balloon, but it carried people. To make it smooth and as sleek as an eel, I'll borrow ideas from the Wienermobile, and that's what he's holding right there. So sit back and relax. Stay right where you are. It's time to reveal my spectacular car. So, Jack has some great ideas of where he is borrowing things from. And then that's the picture Miss Underwood's reading. Look, he's got all his sketchbook things out. You'll see that I've added a lot of neat things. Flush fender skirts and retractable wings. 3 headlights up front, 4 tail lights in the back, plus 2 giant fins like our old Cadillac. My brand new design will be curvy and round, with special jet engines that don't make a sound. I'll paint it bright colors with accents of chrome, and chrome is the bright silver. And on top of it all, with a plexiglass dome. And plexiglass is like see-through glass, but it's hard. I'll build a safe car just as safe as I can, 'cause safety is job number one in my plan. It may look like steel from from afar, you can't tell, but it's actually made from polymer gel, a space-age concoction that I've just invented, so a collision my car won't get dented. It'll absorb what we happen to hit, and folks will be fine in the seats where they sit. Now, wouldn't that be cool to have a car? If it got in a crash, nobody would be hurt. Jack seems to be thinking of everything. Come with me now and I'll show you inside. I've put a couch. It's so comfy and wide. Plus a fireplace, a fish tank, and here is something cool. The floor can slide open and look. Oh my goodness, there's a pool. Now step right this way to the back of the car and note the red button marked for instant snack bar. Right there, there's his red button. So when you were hungry and wanted a treat, just press it and instantly good things to eat appear in a flash. Again, anything you please, from hazelnut pudding to aerosol cheese. Now, I love me some squeezed cheese. Look at that. He's got squeezed cheese in there. Pickles and french fries and watermelon, hot dogs. Oh, there's Miss Underwood's cupcakes with sprinkles she wanted. And after you've eaten, you might want to take a nap. And Robert the Robot makes napping a snap. I've built him right into the back of the chair. He's way out of the way. You won't know he's there. But when you get sleepy and rise from your seat, the chair spins around without missing a beat. Robert the Robot will take the controls. He's guaranteed not to hit the telephone poles. I see you're impressed with all that's inside. So start up the motor and let's go for a ride. And look, Jack's dad's kind of like, oh, I'm not sure about that. And look at the robot. He's just driving for everybody. And look, as they drive by, everybody in the street can smell. Remember earlier we talked about these little wavy lines? We're talking about smell. And look what he says. A car that smells good. Now that's something new. If I built a car, that's just what I would do. Inside the engine, I'll add a machine to capture the odor of burnt gasoline and to change it to something more pleasing to noses, like blueberry muffins are freshly picked roses. Now, I would prefer blueberry muffins. Which one would you rather? Then just hit submerge and Robert will drive as we burble about. We can see catfish and we can see trout. We might even spy the shy stickleback gar. There he is. You see him hiding? From inside our fabulous waterproof car. And you see the car, it's diving down. And you can see him through the plexiglass dome. Oh my goodness, this is an awesome car. Lastly but not least, the best feature of all comes down to a button that's shiny and small. Push it and then in the wink of an eye, the car will take off and will be up in the sky. Look, it's got like jet engines. We'll fly over land, we'll fly over the seas to Alaska, Nebraska, Bermuda, Belize. And Bermuda and Belize are like islands, so they'd get to like go on vacation in this car. Or take a vacation when things start to freeze. Miss Underwood predicted that. and fly us all down to the Florida Keys. And Florida Keys are beaches. Look at that. The flamingos are like, what are you doing, car? You're not supposed to be in the sky. I bet you they're squawking. What do you think? My car will be cool. My car will be keen. My car will be one big fantastic machine. Ooh, I hear lots of rhyming words. The toast of the town, the cream of the crop, the belle of the ball, the tip of the top. My car will be famous from here to Peru. And Peru is a country in South America. Look at him. It looks like they're doing like a parade for his car. Him and Dad and his dog. And look, the robot's driving. If I built a car, that's just what I'd do. And you think Dad's kind of surprised by Jack's mind? I think he is. And here he is working on his drawings. So, that was a really cool story about if I built a car. So, my thoughts were that maybe since you are somewhat stuck inside today, that we could work on writing about if you built a car. Now, we know that the first stage of writing always begins with talking. So Miss Underwood is going to model, like she always does in class, how she would write about if she built a car. So she brought some markers. So for parents that don't know how this works, during writing, does spelling count, boys and girls? No, because it's not spelling, it's writing. And the first thing we always do before we write, so it doesn't matter how old you are, you can write, is we draw. So I want you to think about and draw one thing that would be super cool if you had in your car. And I think it would be super cool if I had a basketball goal in my car, because basketball is Miss Underwood's very favorite sport. Draw what I'm thinking first. So I think my car would be really cool if I could have a basketball goal in it, because I love to play basketball and I love to watch people play basketball. So I think my car would have a seat in the front and a seat in the back. And then I think, because it's not safe to have a basketball goal while you're driving, but I could always carry a basketball goal with me if my basketball goal was on the back of my car. And then I had a storage spot in my trunk for my basketballs. And what I'm doing here is just adding details to my drawing. So those are my handles. And this is my windshield. And then this is my trunk here. And then this is my bumper. Okay, this is my door. So my car would have 4 doors because it would have 2 on the other side. It would have a basketball goal off the back so I could play my favorite sport wherever I went. And then it would have bumpers on it so that nobody would hit my basketball goal. And so then I'm just going to write, as well as I can, a simple sentence. And if I can't spell everything, I'm just going to spell what I know. So I am going to write, I would want. Okay, and I know want. Okay, so want. Sound that out. Would want. Want a bass. And basketball is a really long word. And I'm just going to put the sounds I hear. Bask. I hear an A and an S. K. T. And then I know how to spell ball because that's one of my power words. Basketball, goal. I don't know the sounds in that, so I'm just going to draw a line. Ooh, and I know it ends in L. And then I'm going to add a period because I know that's the end of my sentence. I would want a basketball goal. My power word, car, R, R, and I know R is my power sound, so that's A-R. My car would, I already know would because that's a power word, would be fun. And then I'm going to write one more sentence because our goal is to write 3 sentences. My car would be fun. We would always, power word. All these are power words. We would always have, power word, a game. And I know because this says its name, I add an E to power word, play, period. So, Miss Underwood's car is going to have her favorite sport in it. It's going to have a basketball goal. So, today, sometime after watching this video, I want you to draw what your car would look like if you had the chance to make your own car. Wouldn't that be cool? And then, if you can, find some stuff around the house and try to build that car out of construction paper or maybe an empty box, and then put a picture of it. And then, if you're up to it, try to write me 3 sentences about what your car would look like. Moms and dads, don't worry about spelling. Don't worry about grammar. Don't worry if they get it wrong. Don't correct them. We're all about just getting their thoughts on paper. And then having them talk about it, and they can tell you what they wrote. And if you want to, you can go back under them and you can write, I would want a basketball goal. My car would be fun. We would always have a game to play. If they can tell you what they wrote, then they did a great job. And that's what we want. We just want them writing. At this stage in writing, our goal is to have them put their thoughts on paper. That's all we want. Thoughts on paper. Don't be afraid to put your thoughts on paper, boys and girls, because you are awesome authors. All right, boys and girls, Miss Underwood is going to see you later today. Goodbye.